Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me Parvati, your fellow English learner. Today I'm going to discuss how to build vocabulary in English. Vocabulary is the foundation of meaningful communication, right? Our messages will be conveyed properly only if we know the right words in the respective languages. English is not our mother tongue. So it is quite common that we struggle to frame sentences in English due to our limited vocabulary. So if you are someone who desires to speak English, then it is very important to expand your vocabulary. How do you expand your vocabulary? I will tell you. But before that, I want to tell you something. Do not try to learn vocabulary just for the sake of building vocabulary. I mean, do not try to learn any word without understanding its meaning and its application. I don't recommend mugging up the words from a dictionary and learning a set of new English words every single day. It's a hard way to learn. Why do you want to learn the hard way? Any form of learning is fine, but from here we cannot derive much benefit from it. We cannot derive much benefit from it. It will not help us retain the words in our memory for a longer period of time. We forget them easily. We will barely remember 2 or 3 words among them. The rest we forget. This happens because we are learning those words without properly understanding the context of when and where they are to be used in a sentence. So it is better to stop cramming the words to build your vocabulary. Okay, now you may be wondering, then how do we expand our vocabulary? Exposing yourself more to the English language will help you grow your vocabulary naturally. That was how we learned our mother tongue, right? How did we learn our mother tongue? We learned it naturally. Since our childhood, we have been exposed to an environment where everybody around us speaks our mother tongue. So, by listening and observing the people around us, our brain automatically picked up that language and we became fluent in our mother tongue as we grew up. So, we became fluent in our mother tongue unconsciously, right? It happened to us organically. So, my point here is, why not apply the same strategy consciously to our English learning? I mean, just as we were exposed to our native language, why not consciously expose yourself to an English speaking environment? Physically exposing ourselves to an English speaking environment may not be practically possible for many of us. But we have a smart solution for that. All you need is a notebook and a device from where you can access the internet. Now create a virtual English speaking environment for yourself. In my case, YouTube is my virtual English environment. Likewise, I suggest you to create a virtual English space for yourself on YouTube and start to watch a lot of English content. You don't need to push yourself, you don't need to pressure yourself to watch the kind of English content that you do not like. You can select to watch the kind of English content that aligns with your interests. For example, if you are a travel lover, then you can watch the travel related English speaking vlogs. Or else, if you are a movie lover, then you can watch the movies and film reviews in English. And you can also watch and listen to the celebrities' English interviews. So when you watch and listen to these English contents, you will come across a lot of words that are new to you. So the moment when you come across any new word, you pause the video and Google the meaning of that word. And then come back to the video and understand the context in which it is being used in a sentence. Do not forget to note down that word in your notebook along with its meaning and its application. Watching the English vlogs will help us understand the English form of the words and phrases that we commonly use in our mother tongue. Watching and listening to the English conversation of two people will help us learn a lot of words that we can use in our normal communication. So, exposing ourselves more to the English content will help us learn a lot of new words organically. And when we see the same words repeated in other videos, then they will get registered into our brain and we will not forget that. Once we understand the context of those words, then we can use them in our own conversations and become more and more familiar with them. The second method of learning vocabulary is reading. Reading will introduce you to many words that you do not know. Google the meanings of the unfamiliar words that you see while reading. Reread the sentences to understand the context of using that word. Write down every single word that you learn in your notebook. Revise the notebook whenever you get some free time. This will help you memorize those words. So these are the two methods that I follow to build my vocabulary. I don't have extensive vocabulary knowledge, but whatever I know and whatever English words I use when I speak English are mostly learned from watching and reading. Okay, that's all. I hope the two methods that I shared with you today will help you build your vocabulary in English. So don't wait. Start watching and reading a lot of English content and follow the learning process that I have mentioned in this video. Within a few months, you will see the power of your vocabulary, making your English communication easier than before. Okay, that's all. Bye.